Here are 5 simple moves Japanese elders use daily to stay shockingly youthful and agile. Think about the last time you stood on one leg to put on a shoe. Did you wobble? Did you have to grab onto something like your life depended on it? That little tremor isn't just a fluke, it's a warning light on your body's dashboard. Your balance is a use it or lose it skill, and most of us are letting it waste away. The fix is almost insultingly simple. Practice standing on one leg. It's the direct way to reboot that weak neurological Wi-Fi signal. Find a spot next to a wall or a sturdy chair, shift your weight onto one foot, and slowly lift the other just a few inches off the ground. Now, stare at a fixed point on the wall in front of you. Don't look down. Your goal at first is just 10 seconds. You'll feel your ankle making 1,000 tiny adjustments, your glutes firing, your core bracing. That's your nervous system waking up and recalibrating. Don't believe me? The science is sobering. A 2022 study in the British Journal of Sports Medicine followed middle-aged and older adults and found that an inability to hold a one-legged stance for 10 seconds was associated with a nearly doubled risk of death from any cause within the next 7 years. Let me repeat that. Your ability to do this simple move is a more powerful predictor of how long you'll live than a lot of the fancy medical tests we obsess over. But here's the thing about this kind of stability. It's not just about avoiding falls, it's the foundation for a real-world strength. And in a moment, I'll show you how they turn this simple act of standing into a furnace for building lower body strength, using a move so powerful ancient samurai used it to forge unshakable stability. But first, let's be real. Integrating these habits is one thing, but if you're fighting years of accumulated stiffness and nagging aches, you need a more complete blueprint. The people who stay strong and mobile decade after decade have a system that's exactly what my ebook is designed to give you. It's packed with simple, overlooked exercises that strengthen your stabilizers, improve mobility, and help you recover faster, so you can keep pushing forward without those aches slowing you down. Think of it as the behind-the-scenes tune-up that keeps the main engine running smoothly. The link's in the description below, or you can scan the QR code on screen with your phone to check it out. Alright, so now that we've rebooted your balance, let's get into the second move that Japanese elders do to maintain their youthfulness. We live our lives in one direction, forward. We walk forward, we sit facing forward, we drive forward. Our bodies have become incredibly good at moving in a straight line, but have forgotten how to be strong and stable from the sides. This is why a simple trip on an uneven sidewalk can send us sprawling. We've lost our foundation. The horse stance, or mabu in Japanese martial arts, is the antidote. It's an isometric hold, which is a fancy way of saying you create tension without moving. Think of it less like an exercise and more like charging a battery. You're not going anywhere, but an incredible amount of energy is being generated and stored in your muscles. It forges your legs, hips, and core into a single, unmovable unit. This is the foundational stance that samurai and martial artists have used for centuries to build unwavering stability and power from the ground up. Start with your feet further than shoulder width apart, toes pointing forward or slightly out. Now sink your hips down and back as if you're about to sit in a low chair. Keep your back straight and your chest up. Your thighs should be working towards being parallel to the floor, but don't force it. The goal is to hold this position. At first, you might only last 20 seconds before your legs start shaking like a leaf in a storm. But don't fret, that's normal. That shaking is your nervous system recruiting muscle fibers that have been dormant for years. It's the feeling of your body building real foundational strength from the ground up. This isn't just some old school martial arts secret. Modern science is catching up. A major 2023 meta-analysis in the British Journal of Sports Medicine found that isometric exercises like the horse stance and wall squats were actually more effective at lowering blood pressure than traditional cardio like running. Why? Because the sustained static contraction and subsequent release of the muscles improve the function and flexibility of your blood vessels. You're building a strong body and a healthier heart by simply not moving. But building a stronger heart this way is only half the equation. There's a specific timing for a different, much gentler movement that amplifies these metabolic benefits, effectively helping your body manage blood sugar and fight the energy crashes that make us feel old. It's the simplest secret of all, and I'll tell you all about it. But before that, here's an analogy for you. If the chair is the villain of the modern world, then the floor is the forgotten hero. In cultures like Japan, sitting on the floor has been the norm for centuries. One of the most common positions is called seiza, and while it might look formal, it's actually a masterclass in spinal alignment. Think about how you're sitting right now. Chances are you're in a chair, your lower back is rounded, and your pelvis is tucked under. Your spine, which is designed to be a strong, elegantly stacked S-curve, has been compressed into a weak, sagging C-curve. It's like taking a beautifully engineered suspension bridge and letting the cables go slack. The entire structure becomes weak and unstable. Seiza forces you to sit tall. The act of kneeling with your glutes resting under your heels naturally aligns your pelvis over your knees, which encourages your spine to stack up vertebra by vertebra into its natural, strong position. It's impossible to slouch properly in Seiza. Your body won't let you. It gently activates your deep core muscles, the ones that are supposed to act as a natural corset for your spine, but have gone soft from years of leaning against chairbacks. For the Western body, which isn't used to this, diving straight in can be a lot. Let's face it, your knees probably sound like bubble wrap just looking at that. So here's what you can do. Start by placing a firm cushion or a yoga block on top of your heels and sitting on it. This reduces the sharp angle of knee flexion. The goal isn't pain, it's practice. Try sitting like this for just 5 minutes while you watch TV or read. Make a habit of it, and soon enough, you'll know when you're ready to put the cushion aside. You're not just improving your posture, you're re-educating your body. You're reminding it what a neutral, supported spine feels like. And this perfect posture isn't just for show, it unlocks a specific physiological response that calms your entire nervous system, a phenomenon we'll dive deep into with this next practice. Your body can be strong and stable, but your mind is a chaotic mess. You're still aging rapidly. We're swimming in a sea of cortisol, the body's primary stress hormone. Constant notifications, deadlines, and financial worries keep our internal alarm system switched on 24/7. This chronic fight-or-flight state doesn't just make you feel frazzled, it actively breaks your body down. In Japan, the practice of zazen, which literally means seated meditation, is the tool used to silence that alarm. And it's deeply connected to the posture we just talked about. Zazen isn't about emptying your mind or floating off into the cosmos. It's a very grounded practice of simply sitting, maintaining that tall, dignified posture, and paying attention to your breath. Think of it like defragging your computer's hard drive. You're not trying to delete the files or stop new ones from coming in. You're just sitting quietly and allowing the system to organize itself, to clear out the temporary junk files, and to create space so everything runs more efficiently. Here's how you can start. Find a comfortable seated position. It can be on a cushion, on the floor, in a modified seiza, or even in a chair if you need to. The key is to keep your spine straight, creating that Jenga tower effect. Bring your full attention to the physical sensation of your breath moving in and out of your body. When your mind wanders, and it will, just gently guide it back to the breath. The science behind this is undeniable. A study published in the journal Health Psychology found that participants in a mindfulness meditation program showed significantly lower cortisol levels in response to stress. It physically changes your brain, strengthening the prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for focus and emotional regulation, and calming the amygdala, your brain's panic button. By the way, if you're into the science behind this stuff and want more no BS tips on how your body actually works, I have a free weekly newsletter. It's one email with actionable advice to build a stronger, more resilient you. The link is in the description if you want in. All right, we've stabilized the body and calmed the mind. Now it's time to integrate it all with the simplest, most profound practice of all. In our culture, we treat exercise like a chore. It's that hour-long block we have to cram into our already packed schedule. We go hard, we sweat, we check the box, and then we're done. The Japanese have a different concept called sanpo. It simply means a walk or a stroll. It's not about burning calories or hitting a step count. It's a gentle, consistent daily ritual. It's the walk to the market in the morning. It's the short stroll through a park after lunch. It's the quiet walk around the neighborhood after dinner. It's movement woven into life, not segregated from it. This is the real secret sauce of longevity. It's like a daily oil change for your body. It's not a high-performance tune-up, it's the small, consistent act of maintenance that prevents the engine from seizing up. Now, remember when I said there was a specific timing for movement that supercharges your metabolic health? This is it. One of the most powerful times to practice sanpo is after a meal. This isn't just a pleasant habit, it's a potent tool for metabolic health. Research published in the journal Sports Medicine confirmed that going for a short walk after eating is significantly more effective at lowering blood sugar levels than waiting an hour to exercise. This helps to prevent the energy crashes and brain fog that often follow a meal and, over the long term, reduces the risk of metabolic diseases. The goal here is to change your mindset. Stop thinking of movement as something you have to do and start seeing it as something you just do. And remember, that ebook guide I mentioned earlier is the blueprint for future-proofing your body. The link is in the description below. Your future self will thank you. Now, go take a walk.